Arjan Pogo. Let's go. People, hey, hi, chat. Seven months. Love y'all hassle. Listen, it's been 9 months, the baby is coming.
What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, afternoon, pre-noon. No matter where you are in the world. I'm Hassan Piker, and this is the Hasanabi broadcast coming to you live from sunny California, Los Angeles. We are live once again, folks, boys, girls, and NBs. And I hope you're all having a fantastic day.
Let's fucking go.
It is Tuesday, May 4th, 2021, 11:01 a.m. And it is a wonderful sunny morning in California. It's 71 degrees out here. I have been up for a while. I've been up for some time, ladies and gentlemen. I've been up. Now, why am I up? hell's going on? That dang computer is already breaking. Okay. Now, why have I been up for so long? Well, that's because
10 months, baby.
I woke up early
Love you,
this
same
morning
hassle.
and immediately went to shoot a podcast. That's right, folks. That's right. The Fear and Malding podcast, first official episode that will be released, has been shot. So look forward to it. You will find more about that on Thursday when it's finally released, the final product. So get excited for that. I hope everyone's excited for that. Where, you might ask? Well, it's everywhere. Everywhere that you get your podcasts, okay? Everywhere that you get your podcast from. It will be on everything. I think even like Spotify probably.
Hey,
I don't fucking know. Most likely. We're doing it with Cast. And yeah, that's it.
Boy,
The Cohen podcast, the Michael Cohen podcast is out already. You can go find that. The Mea Culpa Michael Cohen podcast is already out.
Zuma Ajan viewers has rights.
Show
Zuma
art for the
has left.
podcast. Oh, there's a trailer for it already. Look at that. This is the art for the podcast right here from Audible. On Fear and Malding, Hassan Piker will never look at recent events from a left-leaning satirical point of view in an era where real-life events transcend any comedic writing. Fear and Malding attempts to make sense of the senseless mania by looking at the material reasons behind actions and offers historical perspective when necessary. Hassan and Will refuse to shy away from asking important questions like, are Democratic politicians intergalactic space vampires? Wonder who wrote that one. Does Nancy Pelosi smell like sulfur? And is there a more valiant social justice than intactivism?
Has buff 20 has buff.
No Audible reviews yet. Okay. So. That's what I got, boys. Is it true that you were in the same frat as Tucker Carlson? No, I was not. That was Kyle Kalinske making a joke. Because I look like Tucker Carlson. Okay. Happy birthday, Sarsar the Small. It will be, I believe, available on Spotify as well. Don't review it yet. It hasn't come out, but when it does, we'll do reviews and then I'll read the reviews. Okay,
Hassle.
I'll read the reviews on stream. Anyway, that's all I got for it. That was Matt Stupid Art, by the way. This dude is crazy, dude. He's so fucking talented. He like completely remastered a style exclusively to be able to draw this in the same vein as what's the fucking artist that does Hunter Thompson?
One year hassle.
Ralph Steadman. Yeah. Didn't he draw it with his left hand despite not being left-handed? From what I understand, he did not want, because his right hand has a unique style that he's used to, so he wanted to learn how to draw with his left hand specifically so that he could draw with his left hand. I guess the podcast pages are already up.
Hassle.
So you can go and subscribe to it or whatever. I don't know how the fuck that works, to be honest. I don't know how podcasts work, but I will learn though, boys. I will learn. Okay?
Chapo Trap House 2.0 coming this Thursday.
Chapo Trap House 2.0. No, not at all. Will's point of view is very different, so it won't be like that at all. Is it video also? Yes, we are.
We have fun here, hassle.
Yes, we are filming it as well. We're taping it, so it'll be on YouTube as well. I don't know where the YouTube page is, but anyway, why not use Substack? What the fuck is a Substack, dude? Isn't that for written format? Anyway, we will be making merchandise for the podcast in a little bit. Regardless, it'll be on everything. It'll be on everything. We're done. We're done with the promotion. Okay, everyone keeps asking the same questions over and over again. All right. I hate the Hassan speaking about important things voice. I think this is my voice is normal. So shut the fuck up. Do you ignore Will a lot on the podcast? Yes. Hassan, please look into Colombia. Media isn't covering it. Nobody's covering it except for Instagram and Twitter lives of people getting murdered by cops in broad daylight. SOS Colombia. Yes. I've seen little things here and there about what's going on in Colombia. But the unfortunate problem here is that I don't have any I do not have any reliable sources of information. I don't know what the background is. I need to look more into it before I can offer you coverage. Okay? It is outside of my realm of expertise. And you do not want me to cover international news stories that fall beyond my area of expertise and knowledge. Okay? From what I understand, I can't tell if they are related to a tax overhaul or if they're related to COVID. Because the New York Times is making it seem like it is a pandemic related protest, but it's over a tax overhaul tied to the pandemic. And people are very upset because of rising rates of poverty, unemployment, and inequality. And cops are just fucking rolling over these guys and just murking them over and over again. Tax is the reason for the protests and COVID is why they're shutting them down. Okay. It's not only on Audible. Oh my God. Stop. I'm moving away from that. Dude, okay. We're done. We're done with that. Tax reforms will fuck the lower middle class and absolutely no help from the government for COVID. That's what it's about. It's not anti-lockdown. Okay. Outside of that, though, in American news, in domestic news, there isn't really a lot going on. I guess fortunately or maybe unfortunately, the situation at hand is looking normal. Okay? It's just we got Pelosi's office stepping into a fight between Republican leaders Cheney and McCarthy. That's like, I mean, it doesn't get more fucking Norman news than that, dude. There is a take that they want to fucking replace Liz Cheney because people are upset because of her criticisms of former President Donald Trump. Okay, so GOP is like upset, and they're talking about like potentially replacing her or some shit. And Pelosi is saying like, no, Liz Cheney's a fucking girl boss. Like, shut up. I find this story to be horrible. Okay, this is like classic. This is some classic bullshit. This is what happens when it's a slow news day. That's what it is. Okay. Billie Eilish doesn't understand empowerment from Steven Crowder. Yeah, see, the world, the fucking nature is healing, boys. Nature is healing.
Did you already mention
Steven Crowder is crying about a 17-year-old and a cover story that she did for a fucking magazine. Like, Nancy Pelosi is saying that Liz Cheney's a fucking girl boss. Like, this is it. This is the peak, boys. We're back. We're back. The CIA's fucking woke. Like, the government is working for us. Oh, she's 19. Okay, I don't fucking know what she is. Listen, she's been like underage for the larger part of her career. So I, as a fucking nearly 30-year-old man, when I see someone who is like famous at the age of 16, they're 16 forever, okay? No. Do you understand? Like, for me, it's like, yeah, she's young. She's really young. And I don't understand. Oh, small Jimmy Carter is in the news. We're going to talk about that too. I posted about it on my Instagram. Dude, that shit is crazy. Okay, let's just tweet out that I'm live. Daycare is open. We're talking small bean Jimmy Carter. Conservatives mauling over Billie Eilish for no reason. And girl boss Pelosi helping Liz Cheney slay queen. Get in now. Big news. I shot my podcast with Will. Anyway, www.twitch.tv/Hasanabi. Okay, I think that's a pretty good one. These are very thoughtful. These are very, very, very thoughtful and carefully crafted tweets, okay?
I love you, Ajan, and chat hassle.
When you put the leader of the free world in the dryer. Okay, so let's get started. Bro, listen, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Tweeting SOS Colombia with the fucking Colombian flag in this Twitter chat, or in this Twitch chat, is not going to do anything, okay? I get it. You want to fucking, you want to highlight it, but I need to read it. I need to read more into it. I need to learn more about it before I can talk about it. Okay, please, like, I'm sorry, boys. Okay? I'm going to learn about it on stream, and then everyone's going to yell at me when I fucking don't know what is going on. And I say something wrong, and everyone's going to be like, well, why did you talk about it if you didn't know what you were talking about? And then I'm going to say, well, it's because you guys were fucking crying about it nonstop.
Hassle.
Okay? I promise I will save Colombia. Okay? Okay, so here's the thing, dude. If this is your take, policemen are killing unarmed civilians. There are tons of videos on Twitter. Like, fuck it, boys. Give me porn after that, too. Fuck it, dude. Let's just go on Twitter, unrestricted, unregulated, uncensored Twitter, and watch videos of cops killing protesters. And that's how I should cover the news story, by showing you live fucking murders on Twitter. And then after that, you can just send me some porn as well, because we might as well look at the fucking full pornography as well, because then I'll be banned or immediately after, probably during during the process of me covering a news story by just looking at murder porn, dude. What the fuck? Some of you guys don't understand how this shit works, and you set like these ridiculous expectations. Please stop. You okay, fam? No, I'm okay, but like I get really fucking annoyed when people are just like, why aren't you watching literally uncensored murder videos of police shooting protesters in Colombia instead of saying like, hey, I need to read into it first. And I need to figure out how to be able to do it, like how to cover it. Okay, so stop. All right.
Arjan, we love you so much. Give the footy frogs what they want. Expose Bessie as Ronaldo's shadow. Also Crowder moans when he wipes.
Okay. There's a lot more. Many paramilitary leaders are killing hundreds of natives in horrible massacres, and the government doesn't do anything about it. Colombia's been having raising tensions for years. From anti-leftist policy like bombing towns with innocents that had indigenous people in it to mishandling of the people. The president is a complete asshole, Trump style. Okay. We'll look at it. We'll look at it a little bit. Okay. We'll look at it in a little bit. Louisiana might be the first hard red state to fully legalize recreational marijuana. They're debating it. HB 699. Nice, dude. 69, bro. Nice. Okay. Okay. So, Donald Trump might be making a return to Facebook as well, for the record. I'm just letting you guys know that that is going on as well. Yeah, that's where we're at. I forgot what the fuck I was going to talk about now, as my brain is broken already. We started and my brain is already broken. Good shit. Okay. Fucking, you start off and you think, you know, you're going to have a certain goal for the day, and then it just gets fucking broken. All right. Oh, I was going to talk about small Jimmy Carter. The most important news of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, God, that's so freaky. Okay, here it is. What size is Jimmy Carter and his wife? Like, I've been looking at this story. I've been looking at this photo all morning. I woke up and this was the first thing I saw. And I thought to myself, what the fuck? Something is very wrong about this. Okay? Something is very, very wrong about this photo. Jimmy Carter and Jimmy Carter's wife look incredibly tiny. They're sitting on like tiny chairs. And for some reason, Joe Biden and Jill Biden are massive. They're like big humans in a Hobbit house. Okay? Looking like motherfucking Gandalf.
In chat for 10 months. Pogo.
I don't know what this is. I don't know if it's the same kind of camera that they use to make the cock look larger on porns. You know what I mean? Like the lens. But they just look like tiny pocket people next to these like ginormous humans. Why? Why does this
politics frogs be
like why does it look this way? Something is very, very weird and very wrong. Do they just like take you off the adrenochrome, or did Jimmy Carter, the honorable Jimmy Carter, decide not to take the adrenochrome, and that's why he's like, he doesn't have the, he just, his size diminished or something? Jabuki, why did I think these were ventriloquist dummies? There is something very weird happening in this photo. There's something very weird happening in this photo. Okay. Look at the way the chairs curve at the bottom. What if they're curved chairs? Those chairs are super low to the ground for no reason. I mean, dude, it's the chairs, dude. The chairs are so low that like they're kneeling next to the chair and they're larger than the fucking chairs. It just makes no sense. It's probably the lens, but regardless, it's just fucking me up.
Arjan, do not disrespect Jimmy Carter. He was a member of the Fellowship of the Ring. He kneels to no one.
Those chairs have to be from 1962. Yeah, like
they buy these chairs at the Dolph Furniture store.
Yeah, those chairs were bought at a time when like black people were not allowed to buy chairs at the same store. Like those chairs have never seen, like those chairs still think that like black people are not allowed in the store. You know what I mean? Racist ass chairs, dude. Kind of weird. Like I'm just thinking about a lot of things. This photo fucked me up, dude. Oh, but yeah, Think about like what was popping in like 1925. You know what I mean? Like this shit was popping, dude. People really were out here like, damn, I'm gonna go purchase that chair with the fucking weird floral print on it. Like what a weird time to be alive. I mean, I guess people are gonna look back at the chairs from our time, maybe even fucking Hermie, and look at Hermie and say, that's an ugly ass chair. Like no one fucking sits on chairs like that.
GG.
Bro, even Jill Biden looks like a mega Biden. Like they literally, bro, I'm telling you, they just straight up look like large, like they look like a different species, dude. Like these are Biden Titans. My family's from Georgia and literally all their chairs look like that, lol.
Farm course he wouldn't stop hiding in the peanut shells.
Dude, if someone wasn't cute before this would make me go down the rabbit hole. Oh yeah. If a smart fucking Q person, which sounds like an oxymoron, but like a clever fucking grifter within the Q movement could easily just be like, yeah, this is the size difference, like because Joe Biden is like 8 feet tall now. You know what I mean? Attack on Biden. Yeah, Joe Biden is actually 8 feet tall now because of the adrenochrome that they've been giving him. You know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy. I don't know. I just could not stop staring at it, dude. Yeah, 6 feet versus 5.9 feet. No, 6 feet versus 5'11", dude. Yeah, when you're fucking 5'11", this is what you look like. When you're 6 foot, this is what you turn into, dude. Fuck. Sorry. GG, boys. You know what happened, dude? I know what happened. Joe Biden. I know what happened. Okay, dude. Joe Biden went to the Marinara Trench. And he got gigantism. That's what happened. They dumped him in the water, in the marinara water, and he got gigantism like those fishies do. So now he's like a leviathan. Attack on Biden. Anyway. It's a wide angle lens that stretches the edges of the picture. Look at Carter's feet compared to his head. Dude, why you gotta ruin this, dude? Why you gotta ruin this moment? I don't believe it. There is no such thing as a wide angle lens, okay? Wait, Washington Post? They did a whole article on it, dude. After the image was shared on Monday by the Carter Center, puzzled observers fired off succession of both joking and serious questions. Were the Carters tiny or were the Biden's giants? Why you gotta ruin it, dude? Yeah, it's a fucking wide angle lens, dude. That's why. Oh my God. When you see the wide angle lens and then you go to like a regular lens though, it just looks freaky. Like they grew in size. Think about it, dude. Let's see where the fuck they're at. Look. Ah! She grew! They're shapeshifters. It's the sponge toys you put in the water. Rosalind Carter looks on from her front porch as President Joe Biden and First Lady Jill Biden depart her home after visiting former president. Yeah, she grew. Oh God, that's freaky. Look at that. Oh God, it literally feels like from this photo to this, like she just grew in size, dude. It just feels like, it feels demonic, dude. Look at that. It's crazy. Anyway. Yeah. Oh, dude, I get it. So here's what happened. This is pre-adrenochrome. This is post-adrenochrome. Oh my God. Joe Biden personally hand-delivered adrenochrome to the fucking Carters, and now they're back to regular human size, dude. That's crazy. Dehumanizing old people. She's a Wendigo, no doubt. Poke met Jimmy Carter. Whoa, that's crazy. What the fuck was Poke doing there? He's injecting her in the picture where is his right hand. Okay, this is really freaky. I saw this already. Look at this one.
Old gang.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. There it is. It's like the video of the guy who's like 7 feet tall. Do you think they'll make a picture NFT? Yeah, okay. Yo, I'm high and this fucked me up. Sorry, boys. I had to do it to you the one time. I had to do it for the culture. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Look at that. Boom. Before you know it, motherfucker. Look at that. Boom. Boom. Exactly. Anyway, nothing to make fun. It's nothing to make light of, dude. I watched too much Hassan on YouTube. Look what was recommended to me. Hassan Piker, the charisma god.
Okay, so
Triple A.
What the fuck? And how he does it. I think I was supposed to watch this and then I forgot to watch it. Are you gonna cover the Kansas thing or should I move on? Ageism, poggers, ageism, omega lol.
Did you hear about the Twitter cult that made
veto or for ban of transgender athlete was down to 1 vote
and benefited from it, made jokes about burning her
bro
diary, said
bro you want me to Kansas Senate fails to override Governor Laura Kelly's veto of transgender ban for transgender school athletes, a bill that would have banned transgender. Oh my god, this is like triple negative at this point. I just fucking like hurting my brain trying to comprehend it. A bill that would have banned transgender athletes from playing girls or women's school sports will not become a law in Kansas. There it is. Because the governor, Laura Kelly of Kansas, said that she was going to veto it. The Senate Bill 55, known as the Fairness in Women's Sports Act. And in order to override that veto, they did not get, the Kansas State Senate did not get the amount of votes necessary. And there it is. I decided I hate too much news. Yeah, I do too.
Let's go. Trans rights are human rights. Let's go.
There's a new producer Michael video on how to buy a private jet for cheap.
Papa Hassan.
You were gonna watch it, but then you got...
Love you, Hassan 3.
What? Texas is leading the way against woke corporations that are assault on freedom. Major legislation moving to prohibit investing billions of Texas funds in any companies that boycott Texas energy. What? Wait. Texas fighting back against big business that threaten oil and gas jobs? What? In the past few years, we've seen a dangerous shift in American big business. Powerful CEOs made the decision to use... Bro, I love op-eds written by fucking dipshits like Ted Cruz. Like, this entire thing is on a newspaper, but it will read like a fucking PR. It is just like PR for oil and gas. Like, Ted Cruz literally wrote this, okay?
4 months in the daycare. Am I a
The
certified
dangerous
freak
shift,
yet?
MLB, blah, blah, blah. Larry Fink, the CEO of BlackRock, one of the world's largest asset managers, announced his firm would divest from fossil fuels to help combat climate change.
5 months. Pog.
As Birdwell said when SB 13 passed the Senate, if you boycott Texas Energy, Texas will boycott you. Man, Texas can boycott this dick, dude. Get the fuck out of here. What is this, dude? For too long, Republicans have turned a blind eye to corporate
6
America's
months,
pandering
my
to the
guy.
left.
Ted
No
Cruz
more.
is a parasite.
Texas isn't going to sit back and allow Wall Street and big business to destroy the American energy industry and millions of jobs across Texas nation and the Texas and the nation with it. Listen, back in the day,
8 months. Just
businesses-
got a job at a company that is kinda woke. Feels good, man. Not all tech companies are bad.
I fucking don't understand this like woke CEO shit. Okay? Like businesses that decide to divest from fossil fuels as a consequence of like its damaging impact on climate change, they still need to they're still investing in energy. Texas still has windmills, for example. They produce a tremendous amount of energy from windmills as well.
11 months, Hassan. You are fighting the
Climate
good fight.
change
Leftist
is
basic
not
tricks.
only
Thank you for
destroying the
everything you do.
world, but also destroying, and sorry, trigger warning, Ted Cruz, destroying Texas. Now, Ted might not know that it's destroying Texas because when climate change fucking destroyed Texas in the form of ice storms that ended up crippling the entirety of the Texas infrastructure, this motherfucker flew out to Cancun. So he was able to avoid the negative consequences of climate change produced extreme weather conditions. Okay? So maybe that's why he doesn't realize it. Ultimately, corporations are not fucking woke, okay? They just want to make money. They only care about profit. That is just the only thing they care about. If ultimately woke corporations end up fucking I don't know, divesting from oil and gas, fossil fuel industry, or ultimately if corporations decide like, hey, you know, it's kind of unacceptable to purposely craft legislation that carves out and makes it harder for black people to vote or poor people to vote in general, then yeah, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Doesn't make the companies fucking woke. They're still the same companies that end up, you know, buying cops cruisers and you know, doing all sorts of different ways, finding all sorts of different ways to fund police departments and continue on with funding the Republican Party as well, or their campaigns. If corporations are
3
divesting
months has buff.
from the fossil fuel industry, the reason for such an attempt is not necessarily because the fossil fuel industry is unwoke or something. It just means that they are looking for a long-term growth sector like renewable energies. It's not because they're like
6
fucking
months,
woke
my
or
God.
sleepy. It's because they realize that fossil fuels are no longer as profitable, and it's propped up a lot by government subsidies. And if those
Thank you.
change ultimately, the fossil fuel industry is no longer going to be as profitable, and therefore they want to move over to a sector that's growing. That's it. This is the point of the drama when Republicans usually shrug their shoulders, call these companies job creators, and start to cut their taxes. Not this time. Yeah. Not this time, brother. Anyway, listen, all I'm going to say is, all I'm going to say is that if Republicans want to take down if Republicans want to take down these industry titans, okay, go right ahead, please. It will fucking own the libs so hard, dude. Nothing says owning the libs like using the government's regulatory power to break up monopolies, okay? Fuck, dude. I am the biggest lib for that, okay? And I will get so mad. Please do not do that. If you want to fucking punish them with, you know, a larger tax burden, oh my God. Can you imagine how mad I would be? I would be so fucking mad. This motherfucker has a parasocial relationship with his own dad. A New Hope, The Empire Strikes Back, The Return of the MAGA. May the 4th be with you. Oh, God. Yeah, Donald Trump Jr. is the biggest Donald Trump stan, dude. Stan culture has gone too far. So, yeah. Hassan literally has the potential to be the most terrifying conservative politician. I would fucking own so hard. I would own so hard as a conservative. It's crazy. Anyway. Yeah, May the 4th be with you, nerds. Here we go again. Hassan jacking his ego off to the max. Really fucking annoying. Can't wait until he gets deplatformed by the true left. See, one of the advantages that I have as being one of the most like left-leaning content creators is that because I am already so fucking slanted towards the left that anyone that's more left than me is never going to be able to build a large enough movement to cancel me from the left because there simply aren't that many people, and all of those people are way too fucking busy fighting one another all the time over stupid shit. Aren't you literally a sock dem? I am not. So, good luck. Are you going to play Star Wars Battlefront 2 today, brother? A dream come true for a nerd like me? No. What are you sipping on? I'm sipping on Valant cold brew, toasted coconut, unsweetened. I really like it. Anyway, as I was saying, are you talking about the news today? Nah, dude. Nah, when I'm talking about like Ted Cruz and woke corporations, it's actually the opposite of news. We're just, you know, I'm doing react content to fucking. I'm doing react content to, you know, is the Dobre brothers, dude. Okay. Oh yeah, Biden is live talking about COVID, but I don't want to fucking fall asleep and shit and piss my pants while I watch an old man talk about COVID. So I don't really care. Okay, so yeah, like I said, slow news day overall. Not a lot going on. We already talked about one of the big problems. One of the big problems with vaccines right now, as it stands, is that vaccine hesitancy is increased. So like people are no longer getting their doses. Okay, it is severely halted. It is severely slowed down, especially in rural areas.
What you said
in rural areas, like I forget which hospital this was, but like in rural areas, there are some hospitals where the fucking staff don't want to take it. Even there's a lot of vaccine hesitancy as a consequence of misinformation,
hassle,
and it's not good. That's like the biggest hurdle right now. It hasn't increased. It's decreased from the early vaccine polls. No, vaccinations have decreased. Like the rate of vaccinations are getting lower. Like everybody was super stoked, and people were even lying to get their doses as quickly as possible. But now herd immunity is becoming less likely because of the different variants, and also because of the hesitancy that is unfortunately too strong. And they're trying to make it so that it is as easy as possible. Like they want to deliver vaccines to local doctors so that local doctors who are more trustworthy and By the communities are administering the doses.
For the vaccine is the biggest hurdle. Go to class and learn for US all. PLSSSS smiley face.
I had a haircut today and had to listen to my stylist about how shitty vaccines are. Didn't feel like I could talk shit either because she literally held my hair life in her hands. Oh no.
After 6 months I've turned into an RP frog.
Are you sure it's not the hesitancy we're hyper focused on? Might be access. A lot to worry about slowing vaccination. Some building hesitancy true in some places, but don't forget access. Yes.
4.
The problem with access though is that the access part of it could be eliminated. Okay? You make it seem as though like access is... This is an ongoing problem where people constantly say, well, it's access. Well, it's access. Except the issue with access is that like that's a solvable problem. Vaccines are incredibly accessible to the overwhelming majority of the public. That is the area in which there's hesitancy. But then there is issues. If there's issues with fucking access, if there's issues with access in the United States of America, that is an area that is a solvable problem.
Hostage by the nameful king. The only way that I can get out is if Hassan beats the nameless king and VIP Jim Nona as well.
I don't have government ID and I can't
recently found out my
get a vaccine. What?
Jones. Gotta love it.
No, now they're expanding on that completely.
Hoggies.
The problem is, the issue is like corporations, and I'm actually going to talk about Florida with respect to this story as well. But the issue with vaccines is that for the remainder who is like in the maybe category, as John Oliver was talking about last night or 2 nights ago that we watched yesterday, for the 22% that's like, maybe I'll get the vaccine, in order to increase that, in order to make them certainly people who will get the vaccine
for 10 months Moon 2A.
What we need to do is just be like, listen, if you don't get the vaccine, you're not fucking going to concerts, okay? If you don't get the vaccine, some airlines are going to say, sorry, you're not fucking getting, you're not going to be able to fly. We are going to restrict your movement, okay? Just even if it's a threat, like straight up. And I also, on top of that, literally do believe we should have vaccine fucking passports. They'll lose their shit. Sucks to suck, motherfucker. You can't avoid vaccines if you want to travel to certain parts of the fucking world. You shouldn't be able to do that here either. I'm 100% certain on it, okay? I am 100% certain on it. I'm sorry, boys. You gotta fucking, you listen, you give him a carrot and you give him a stick. If the carrot doesn't work, sometimes you gotta threaten with the stick, okay? That's how it works. That's how it fucking works, dude.
The vaccine, misinformation and fear is a tool used by vaccine antagonists. For example, there was a story today about a 2-year-old who had a bad reaction to the vaccine.
Ideally, we wouldn't need the vaccine passport, but because there's so much hesitancy, I kind of agree. Yeah, because people don't want to be inconvenienced even remotely.
My muscles are now 10x their size. My IQ raised by around.
Okay, I'm stopping the TTS for a second. The issue with vaccine hesitancy, or the issue with like vaccines, is that people are very selfish in America, and people are also people hate being inconvenienced. And a vaccine ultimately inconveniences you. You have to fucking schedule some time out, and you have to like drive there, and you have to get a vaccine, right? And after you get the vaccine, you might actually feel a little bad for like a little bit. Especially if you already think that COVID is fake or that it's not as bad, and you are willing to roll the dice on COVID, which some of these people are, you need an additional incentive. You need to make them submit. Especially if you're poor, very hard time to get out to get vaccines. With Biden is pushing companies to give them days to do it. That's one other way to do it as well. Make it as easy as possible. But once again, it's not necessarily just access, boys. It's not access. Access isn't the main fucking problem. The main fucking problem in areas where there are readily available vaccines is hesitancy. If that's why you think people don't want to get vaccinated, you're so far off. No. You're missing the point. I'm not talking about like this vaccine is a goddamn microchip, people, okay? Those people are fucked. You don't need those people, though. You need 78%, okay? I'm talking, how do we reach herd immunity? I've already given up on the sick freaks that have completely lost their minds to the misinformation. I'm talking about the people who are like kind of hesitant to take it, but they will actually but they just don't feel incentivized to do so. The Sikh freaks are literally 30% of the population. Well, not entirely. It's not like full 30. What about the people who are genuinely worried that vax passports are going to be the next post 9/11 government reach? I'm sorry, dude. That shit's fucking insane, okay? Like, the surveillance state and every other, like, new government program has to be weighed on a cost-benefit analysis point of view. You have to look at what the cost of the program is, your civil liberties being undermined, and what the benefit is. And if the benefit, like a 9/11, post 9/11 surveillance state, is just, you know, we are going to monitor fucking the activity of Muslims and entice them and try to get them to like do terror plots so we can fucking subvert it, then the cost benefit analysis doesn't work there. Then it's fucking bad. But if the cost benefit analysis here on a COVID passport is like, you're gonna have a COVID passport which restricts your movement a little bit and restricts your fun a little bit if you don't get the fucking vaccine, because you are literally a threat to this pandemic's continuation, and the cost of it all, ultimately on the government side, or the negative consequences of it all, is just like restricting people's movements. But the benefit of it is like you have more vaccinated people and you reach herd immunity and you can literally fucking travel freely without all of these other restrictions and without fear that like we might have to go back to a shutdown, or worse, because no one is going to go back to a shutdown after all of this. You might actually have deaths piling on once again, like we had in the early apex of COVID. Then fuck yeah, I'm on board. You know what I mean? It's crazy. My issue is more to the lack of testing prior to release. Other drugs are tested and run through clinical trials for years before they are ever released to ensure it's safe as possible for use. Yeah, and even those drugs still have fucking side effects. So what's your point? Like, there is still, it's not like they never fucking tested this. It's not like they dropped the vaccine and or was just like, hey, we don't fucking know. We didn't really test it. Here, just take it up. Like, they went through clinical trials, motherfucker. They literally went through clinical trials before they were ready for usage. So it doesn't matter. You make it seem as though they're just dropping these vaccines. Like someone is just like making bathtub vaccines at the fucking Pfizer, at the Pfizer lab. And they're just like, yeah, let's just go with it. We vaccinated hundreds of millions of people already with barely any side effects. I know. What a year trial. Let me trust them. Hassan's stupid. No, you're right. Instead, you should roll the dice on getting COVID. You should roll the dice on all the new variants that are going to, all the new variants that are going to be created as a consequence of like a half vaccinated population where the virus mutates. And then you should just kill all of us, dude. Good shit. No, seriously. Good job. I wish we could isolate motherfuckers who are like, sorry, I'm not taking this fucking vaccine, but we can't. The least we can do is at least threaten people with vaccination passports so that people are, the amount of people that are like, I would probably get it if there was any sort of like actual stop fear mongering. What do you mean fear mongering, dude? Did you guys forget what happened over this past year? Like, people literally forget what happened in the past 365 fucking days, dude. Shutdowns all over the world. Lockdowns. People getting people bodies piling on freezer trucks because they didn't have enough place. They didn't have enough space for fucking morgues. That's not fear mongering. We lived through that shit, you dumb fuck. We literally lived through that shit. 500,000 Americans dead, motherfucker. How is that fear mongering? If you're not fearful of that happening again, then there is something wrong with your fucking brain. And I don't know how to describe it to you. This is the way forward. This is the path forward. It's currently happening in India too, by the way. Countries that cannot keep up with the demand for vaccines because America fucking bought all of them are already going through that phase once again. mRNA and adenovirus vaccines have been improved in the past. They were just not used on the current scale, so all the extremely rare side effects we are seeing would have never been caught in normal clinical trials anyway. It's wild, dude. People still are like, stop fear-mongering. Like, do you want me to just like show you fucking footage from India every day so you understand what it looks like when a country cannot provide vaccines to its own citizens? We're so goddamn fortunate and so fucking spoiled and so fucking fat here in the United States of America that we can even have a conversation about being hesitant with respect to getting vaccinated when the rest of the fucking planet, billions of people are literally like, please vaccinate us. We're fucking dying. We don't have enough oxygen in our hospitals. We don't have enough space in our hospitals. What the fuck, dude? It blows my goddamn mind how entitled, spoiled, pathetic, selfish American fucks are. Seriously, it disgusts me, dude.